tabing dagat kasi yung lugar nila. At nawalan sila talaga, naubos lahat. Kung makita ninyo yung ground zero na tinatawag, talagang ubos, sunog lahat. Walang natira, kahit na isang kapira-piraso na kahoy, wala, sunog lahat. This week started off with the barangay elections. On the weekend, on Saturday, I went to Ilocos and with the intention of voting on the Monday for the barangay elections, which is what we went and did. The entire family, I voted in Batat. My wife voted in Lawag. After I voted in the morning, I went back when the closing at 3 o'clock, and the closing of the poll, to watch the counting. And the reason I did that is because there has been a lot of talk and discussion about how we need to improve our electoral system. And one of the proposals has been to choose what they call a hybrid system, where you have manual voting, manual counting, but electronic transmittal. The counting in the barangay elections constitute a manual voting and counting system. And so I went to look, and what I did is just did the basic research on how long it takes. It turns out it takes 40 to 50 seconds per ballot. It takes about 3 hours for maybe 600 ballots to be counted. That is for the barangay, because we're talking only about one barangay captain, and we're talking about 7 kagawads. But in a national election, of course, that would be much longer. But in any case, it was just to see what the flow was, and I learned a great deal. It's been a long time since I watched the barangay election counting, and I was happy I was able to do that. The reason that we give such emphasis is that my great belief in how important local government is in the provision of services by government to people. Kung minsan iniisip natin, yung importante lang yung presidente, yung mga senador, yung vice president, yung mga matataas na opisyal. Pero ang katotohanan niyan, napakahalaga ng trabaho ng ginagawa ng mga barangay officials, ng mga local government. Kaya talagang gusto naming idiin at ipaalala sa lahat ng ating mga kaibigan na dapat talagang seryosohin natin yung ganyang klaseng halalan.
Mahigit 300 bahay sa Catbalogan, Samar nasunog. Mabilis na kumalat ang apoy sa mga bahay. Inaalam pa ang pinagmula ng sunog. Wala namang napaulat na nasaktan sa insidente.
So I regularly have a medical mission around the country, especially those places that have been hit by some kind of disaster or calamity. And we went this time to Catbalogan because we heard about the big fire.
Higit sa 300 kabahayan ng barangay sa Catbalogan City, Samar ang natupok ng apoy kaninang madaling araw. Ayon sa PNP Catbalogan, bandang alas 5:50 ng madaling araw ay nakatanggap sila ng tawag mula sa isang concerned citizen na may nagaganap na sunog sa Del Rosario Street, barangay 6, Catbalogan City. Batay sa ginawa nilang paunang investigasyon, mga alas 2:40 ng madaling araw, nagsimula ang sunog at ito ay mabilis na kumalat ang apoy dahil na rin sa ang karamihan na yari sa light materials. Tinupok nito ang humigit sa 300 kabahayan na ang ilan dito ay gawa sa concrete materials.
Nagkasunog sila doon sa poblasyon mismo, sa tabi ng palengke, ng fish market nila. Nawalan sila talaga, naubos lahat. Kung makita ninyo yung ground zero na tinatawag, talagang ubos, sunog lahat. Walang natira, kahit na isang kapira-piraso na kahoy, wala, sunog lahat. So they have to start from scratch.
Hi, good morning po. Good morning.
Ano, electrical o ano?
Pag-recovery, refill muna. Refill muna lahat. Yun din. Mabilis.
At na-displace ang mga 260 na families. Kaya sabi ko, palagi, tiga doon naman kami, waray-waray din kami. So dapat naman tumulong kami doon sa mga nangangailangan.
Wag na, delikado. Dito lang, dito.
Medyo na kami. Opo.
So we coordinated with the local officials. And I have to say, again, it just highlighted the importance because the local officials, I have to say, in Catbalogan and in Samar did a very, very good job of taking care of their people. Doon sila nagtitinda noon. Wala na, nasunog na nga lahat. So linipat sila doon sa palengke, which I was reminded, project ko pala yung isang bahagi doon. Ako palang nakapagbigay ng pondo para itayo. Buti na lang at nagawa natin yan dahil nagamit. So, mukha namang maayos. We were able to conduct the medical mission. Nakapagbigay kami ng konting, kasi na iba nga ito, hindi lang medical mission, nagdala kami ng konting relief goods. At bukod pa ron, nagdala pa ako ng school supplies kasi sabi, iniisip ko yung mga bata, siyempre doon sila nakatira, nasunog lahat ng gamit nila. So para matuloy naman ang kanilang pag-aaral, nagdala kami ng konting school supplies para hindi pa sila bibili ng bago at matuloy nga ang kanilang schooling. Tama namin dito at tumutulong, nagbibigay iba-iba yung mga civil groups. Itong pagpunta sa Catbalogan, ang tumulong sa amin makakuha ng gamot were the Chinese Federation na sila laging nandoon.
Kaya I'm very happy na makabalik sa inyo, makita kayo ulit. At mabuti naman at maire-report ko na ang probinsya at saka ang city ay alagang-alaga naman ang mga naging biktima ng sunog. Kaya ito aming konting tulong at sana naman ay nakapagdala kami ng kaunting ginhawa at hindi lang selfie, kundi gamot at saka konting relief food. So, good luck po sa inyo lahat. At patuloy po tayo na tumutulong at patuloy po tayo na magdadala na kahit na anong maitulong sa inyo.
I hope na yung dala namin kahit kaunting tulong lamang kahit papano makapagdala ng ginhawa sa ating mga naghihirap. So pinag-usapan namin paano yung rehabilitation, paano yung reconstruction. In the meantime, habang tinatayo pa yung mga bago nilang facilities, ay kailangan natin mag-isip ng kung paano sila mabigyan ng hanap buhay, livelihood, ng kahit paano na makaraos naman sila dito sa crisis. It was good to see that local government and government at work, at maganda naman ang suporta nila. That's why this is so important, because kapag ganyan na may crisis, kapag ganyan may nakalamidad, ang inaasahan mo talaga ay yung mga local government officials dahil sila talagang first responder. Together, I think that we made some progress and we're looking forward to helping in the future to to rehabilitate not only the physical the physical structures but also their lives.